Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something that is, well, it's a real paradox.
A huge one.
It's an app called MetaTrader 5 or MT5, and on one hand, you've got over 10 million downloads. It's a staple in the finance industry.
But then you look it up on Trustpilot, and it's holding, what, a 1.3-star average rating? It's just terrible.
Exactly. So our mission today is to figure that out. How can a professional tool also be linked to someone losing, and this is a real number, $1.24 million?
Well, to even start, we have to be really clear about what MT5 actually is. I think most of the confusion starts right there.
Okay.
It's made by a company called MetaTrader, a Russian software firm that's been around since 2000. And the key thing, the most critical thing to understand, is that MT5 is not a broker.
It doesn't hold your money?
Not at all. It's completely free. Think of it more like a specialized keyboard for trading. It's just the interface that connects you to your actual broker.
And when you use it the right way, I mean, you download it from the official Google or Apple store, you connect it to a regulated broker, it's incredibly powerful.
Oh, it's robust. Professionals use it for algorithmic trading. You have, I think, 80 different indicators, 21 time frames. You can even code your own trading robots in their language, MQL5. That's the legit side of it.
But there's clearly a very dark shadow side.
There is. And that's where we get into this really awful crime. It's known as pig butchering fraud.
Pig butchering.
Yeah.
That is a horrifying term. What does that actually mean?
The metaphor is pretty grim. It's about fattening up the victim, before the slaughter. The scam begins with romance or friendship fraud.
No, not with finance at all.
No, not at first. They'll build trust over weeks, sometimes months, usually on messaging apps like WhatsApp. They create this whole persona, maybe claim they have an uncle in Hong Kong who gives them insider tips.
All to establish that they're successful and that they can help you be successful too.
Exactly. And once that trust is established, then they recommend MT5.
There it is.
But here's the twist. They don't tell you to go to the App Store. They send you a link to a sketchy unofficial website.
Mm-hmm.
And what you download from there is not the real MT5.
It's a clone.
It's a weaponized clone.
Wait, a weaponized clone? How does that even work? For it to be convincing, the charts have to move, the prices have to update in real time?
They do.
Is that technically difficult to do?
You would think so. But for these large criminal syndicates, not as hard as you'd imagine. They program the fake app to perfectly mirror the live market data, so it looks real, it feels real. Your account balance goes up.
So you see these huge fake returns, and you're encouraged to put more money in?
More and more. You're fattening yourself up, basically, until one day the app just crashes. Your positions are closed, and every dollar is gone.
And that's where that $1.24 million loss came from. I remember seeing that documented by California's Department of Financial Protection.
Oh, precisely. And that's what led to all the media confusion. Remember when it was pulled from the Apple App Store back in September 2022?
I do, yeah. And nobody was quite sure why. Some sources said it was because of Russian sanctions. Others said it was because of the scams.
Right. And then it was just back in March 2023. And you even had shows like John Oliver's Last Week Tonight covering it. But they sort of conflated the legitimate platform with what the criminals were doing with the clones.
Okay, but let's go back to that 1.3-star rating. That can't all be from victims of fraud. What are the problems with the real app?
Oh, the legitimate version has its flaws, for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of users complain that the user interface is just ancient. It feels like it hasn't been updated since 2010.
Clunky.
Very clunky and way too complex if you're a beginner. Plus, it's known to crash during really volatile market periods, which, as you can imagine, is the worst possible time for a trading app to fail.
So if we pull this all together, the takeaway for you, the listener, seems pretty simple.
It is. MT5 itself is a legitimate, very powerful tool.
But only if you download it from an official source. From the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store.
That's the whole thing. The scam isn't the app. It's the criminals who make the fake clones and then use emotional manipulation to trick you into downloading their version. The difference between a professional tool and losing your life savings is literally where you click download.
Which leaves us with a pretty unsettling question to think about. If an interface this complex, this professional, can be so easily cloned and weaponized for crime, what other common legitimate tools are being exploited right now, totally under the radar?
And what's the responsibility of developers to stop their software from becoming a template for these massive criminal enterprises? Something to chew on.